Hello, Fullness family. My name's Larry Powell, in case you don't know me. And I had major heart surgery about a month ago. And a few people suggested that I give an update on how things are going. Since I'm talking to you right now, I made it through. This was my first surgery ever in 72 years of life. And I know that I had perfect peace going into the surgery and during my recovery. And that perfect peace was because of the prayers of people of Fullness, my sister's church, my daughter's church, and others. Before the surgery, the surgeon came in and had a discussion with me. He said, I have a very high success rate with this surgery, so you shouldn't be worried. But you need to know that sometimes people don't make it. We'll stop your heart and put you on a lung bypass machine. We'll incubate you with a tube down your throat so you can breathe. And the surgery will probably take 3 hours. He said, are you okay? And I said, yes, I've got perfect peace because I trust in God and I know He'll take care of me. And I also trust that God has given you and your surgical team skills and abilities to perform this surgery. So I know that one of two things happen. I'm going to wake up in heaven and see Jesus, or I'm going to wake up in ICU and see my son standing beside the bed. Fortunately, I saw my son Kevin standing there, and I knew that I had made it through the surgery. The surgery involved a couple of things. I had a mitral valve that needed repairing. It had gone from leaking to severely leaking to aggressively leaking and reduced my heart's capacity with something called regurgitation. The blood was not being pumped out of the chain properly. I also had AFib. So after repairing the mitral valve, they addressed my AFib, which was getting worse, with a maze procedure where they cut some slits in your heart and it scars over and interrupts some of the extra electrical signals. And they also gave me a permanent souvenir of this surgery by installing a titanium clip to close off a portion of my heart that's called the lower atrium appendage, which is not necessary, but blood often pools there and causes strokes. All of this was successful. So now I'm good for another 30 years. Plus, before the surgery, they did a heart cath to check out my arteries, and they were clear. So I should be in really good health from now on. But now every day when I wake up, I say this is the day the Lord hath made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. And I say, thank you, God, for another day on planet Earth. During the surgery and afterwards, I kept hearing music in my head. It wasn't just lyrics, but it was music. And I thought, surely there's a radio on in someone's room and the sounds are barely drifting in. It was very, very low. And I could hear it when things were quiet and silent. And it was like a radio station where someone was tuning in to different types of music. A good part of the time, they were old hymns, like Standing on the Promises or Victory in Jesus and other hymns. At other times, they were praise songs that I would hear. And then, oddly enough, there were some patriotic songs, like Battle Hymn of the Republic. Then, out of the blue, there'd be some old Simon and Garfunkel songs from the 70s. These weren't just words. It was singing and music and an orchestra, and they were well done. And it was just, I just lay there and listened to them. And this by the way, continued after I got home for a few days, and it finally just went away. So God entertained me during those many days. Another interesting thing that happened is the first night out of ICU in a regular room, the pain was really bad. I could not get comfortable. I could not go to sleep. It was like a stabbing pain in my side. And so I was crying out to God. I remember from starting at midnight, God, would you please help this pain to cease or to be reduced to where I can get some sleep. I couldn't get comfortable in any position, and I didn't want more pain pills. And all of a sudden at 4 a.m., the pain lifted. I was still sore, but the intense pain went away, and I was able to go to sleep. And as I was going to sleep, I heard in my spirit, not the audible voice, but I just felt like God was saying, I heard you the first time, but I wanted to wait a while so that you would have an appreciation of what it's like to suffer with chronic pain that won't go away. And you would be more sympathetic for others who have those types of pain. Like the Tin Man in the movie Wizard of Oz, I now have a new heart. And each day I count as a blessing. My closing encouragement to you is that you cherish each day that you have. And you embrace life, because you never know how many more days you have left. Live each day as unto the Lord. And know that many people suffer. Some suffer physically, some suffer emotionally. But God is always there. He listens, He answers prayers, and you can trust Him. So keep praying, and thank you for your many prayers. Goodbye.